talk about detachment of the spirit from the corporeal. Well, I'm seeing, but Neide is frozen. Yeah, she's frozen. Okay, so let's wait to her back. Yeah, she's gone now. So I'm not with Neide, and Neide is not with me. Okay, Thomas, uh, I don't know when we will back to our in-person meetings because we were informed on Monday that Lantern Center closed its doors. So we need to find now a new place. Uh, and so this is brand new. It's information from Monday. So I have no idea when we will go back to a physical place. Uh, Now you need to deal with find another place and also all these COVID restrictions. So I don't know. I'm being very honest with you. I don't know, and I will keep you all posted. Okay. Um, Also, by Thomas, we have these virtual meetings, virtual healing. Please stay tuned. And again, if you any one of you guys know any place we can rent in in the city center, please let me know. Okay, let me know. Okay, Leah, great to see you, have you here, my dear. Yeah, Neide just informed me she had a problem here with her laptop, and she will join us shortly. Okay, so for you, take your notes, guys. Today we will go from question 153 to question 165. 153 to 165. Okay. Okay. Looks like a lot of questions, but it's all connected. We will see. We will handle these as one topic. Okay. Just before. Okay, Thomas. No worries. Um, just to make sure we are on chapter number 3 of the Spirits book, Return from the Corporeal to the Spirit Life. Okay? And before we start, let's do our initial prayer. And I like to invite everyone to raise up your thoughts. Let's make connection with superior spirits, with our mentors of this group, mentors of Ireland. Let's be connected. Let's sending good vibrations to our friends and brothers and sisters who are in need. So be it. Amen. Okay. Okay. So now today, as I said, we will talk about what happens when the body dies. What happens when we return to the spirit life? How is the detachment uh, 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 from the spirit and the body. What's the first impressions? What's the what we see there? Okay, what we will find, what we can expect after our not after, upon our return. Okay, so separation of the soul from the body. Um, we can see, like in movies, in a lot of a lot of examples we have, like when the person is dying, it's painful. So I think the first question we have here is, it is painful, this dying body, dying process. And the spirit says, no, it's it's not painful. And then we can see, for example, uh, I just say from my perspective, uh, we can see movies. Oh, the guy suffering, except when you are in a war and you receive a gunshot, cut your legs, something very bad happened to you. Of course, should be painful. But at the same time, I was thinking, like, when we studied the Roman Empire history, and that time when they used to send the Christians to the arenas, and beasts used to eat them alive. Oh, everybody ovationating them, so my thing, okay, some of them were there in peace. Some then were there in a very blessing state. I think that's the word. And how it works, because, like, a lion is gonna beat you. I don't know. A bear is gonna hit you as well. So we have no clue what's what to do. We have no clue. It's kind of, wow, what am I gonna do now? And this answer one question, because that phrase, I have not, I don't know by heart, but when you say, like, when you are with Jesus, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. I think this can apply to these arena things, because um, one second, because Neide is asking for the link here to join. One second. One second. Okay, so and we have scientific explanation for that. So, in generic terms, our brain is divided in three parts. Okay, one is archaeotex. The other one is, I think the name is neocortex, something like this. The difference between them is one, which is the small part inside. No, it is the past memories or something. Uh, it's more connected with our instincts. Okay, and we have the neo, which is what the name says, neo. So the point is, uh, when you are much concentrated in your instinct, you feel more pain. Why? Because and this is it's valid because if you know, or it's like you say to a child, you know, uh, you need to have like injection. They they think it's, and they see the kid before them, and the kid before make a wonderful scene, cry a lot, like looks they're gonna kill them, you know. And when comes the turn of your children, they say, "No, I won't go there. Look what they did with the other one. I no way." No, they start to cry already. So it's kind of this. Why? It's instinct acting there. And when we have the instinct, we close the doors of the brain. So the endorphin, all these enzymes who ease the pain cannot work. Meanwhile, when we are thinking or we are using our neocortex, this door is more open. We're using more rationality than instinct. So when we open our door, when we use our neocortex, what happened? The door is open, so the all these enzymes, you know, I'm calling enzyme, but I'm not physician, so I have no clue what's the correct name. Uh, they act. So when you are concentrated, for example, you are in the arena, but you have your faith with you. You are focused more. Let's use their example. They were focused more in Jesus than in the beast. They are not feeling any pain. It's kind of suddenly happens. They don't feel this. But if you are concentrated, oh, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna hurt. Oh my God, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna hurt. It will be very painful. Okay. However, if you are okay, you are completely devoted to your faith. It's like it happens and you not even notice that. Okay. Okay. I think if you go to our YouTube, Spiritism Ireland, if you go to our YouTube page, you see our Sunday talks. In one of these Sundays, probably 3 Sundays ago, something like this, I gave a talk explaining this. At that time, I studied, so I knew the 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 right words for this. But this is how we can say here with Jesus, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Okay, and the Spirit said here, it's not painful. And how this process, it's simple. We are connected. We have some points. It's like some connections, and these connections attach our perispirit to the material body. Okay, the dying process is break these attachments until you have the last one, and then when we break it, we will have two parts. One is the spirit, and the other one is a machine. Which is the machine? The body. Because the body is a machine. Like the heart will keep it bumping until it ends, even though there's no spirit there. This is one of the cases we say like, oh, they are, that person is brain dead. So she's back.
Hey, finally, I did it.
She's back.
Sorry to interrupt you
So
guys.
yeah, good to have you here.
Good to be here.
So
Sorry for
when
the
we say,
problems.
when we say a person is brain dead, it means in most of the case, we cannot say 100%, but in most of the case, when the person is brain dead, it means there is no spirit activity there. And this is one of the reasons when doctors declare, oh, this person is brain dead, the body, the heart is still pump for few hours or few 24 hours, 48 hours most, and then the body dies. So the brain dead, it is a high indication that the spirit is not there anymore. But it doesn't mean it's not connected. It is connected, just waiting the body die to make the last cut. Okay? Okay, I hope you are with me, guys. Okay? So, this is what make us more uh, more aware of what happened to us. Okay? So, Neide, so far I explained uh, um, why is not we don't suffer when we die,
That's good.
and how is these connections, what happens. Okay, now we can even say here. Also, I said that the detachment, the soul from the body, is a gradual detachment. It's not like a boom. It's not like when you put your forget if you don't have a Bluetooth, but you have your phone, and you need to put the jack, the pin in the jack. So it's not like that. You just no. It's
Yeah.
by some process. Oh, how long it
Exactly.
takes this process? It depends.
Mhm. Yeah, this is very good to remember because as they explained to us, we are connected to our soul through the perispirit. And what connects our perispirit to our body is that line, you know, that is keep connection. And I remember one explanation from the books of Andre Luis is a spirit who give a lot of information to the very famous medium in Brazil, Chico Xavier, that a very well known medium. And in his books, because he was a doctor when he was incarnate and he passed away, he gave to us a lot information, technical information about the body, this in the spirit and the perispirit. That is really interesting. And there is a book that he explained this how he was like with his mentor, in the spiritual world, and he was visiting some people in Earth here incarnate, and he accompanied his soul, so watching a disincarnation of a spirit, and then his mentor was explaining to him the whole process, how it works, and this is he explained like Stevan said, and how we saw in the spirit's book, that it takes time because we have to disconnect this line, and it's something that connect us with the perispirit with the incarnate body, you know, and when our body come to the end, with the material dies, has a time to disconnect this our perispirit from our body, and the time that it takes is very relative, I can say, because it depends of how attached with material we are. You can say more attached to material world, to material things. Long take to us to disattach ourselves from the corporeal body. But if you are a person that is very aware, already spiritualized and a more, how can I say, I don't want to say evolved, because I think it's two different things, like it's not evolved, but have a better understanding of spiritual life, you know for those who has these beliefs, and I think who is like don't care about his attachments, like not don't care, but they don't are too attached. Okay, they know that the life in earth is just a passage. They are ready for
Mhm.
that. They will be more easy in a way that they are more ready to this attachment. You happen more softly, you happen more in a way that is more light. But if I'm someone that I don't believe in nothing, I don't have these spiritual beliefs or things that the world is just here, that's it, that my body is my temple. Of course, it is in a certain way. I don't say that's wrong, but believe that life is just earth and there is nothing else. I'm completely materialist person. For those people, that the disattachment is much worse, because even if they realize that they are already dead, but they don't want to live, they will be attached to the body more, and they don't want to leave the body because they think that they can back to life, or they don't want to accept that they are dead. That's the truth. And
Yes.
then it's becoming more difficult to them to leave the body here, to continue the life after death, I can say.
Yes. Yes. And the question, the good question here is, okay, why this process of this the detachment, it is depends the how quickly it happens, means you are more connected with the spiritual world and less connected with the material world. As much as you are attached to the material world, more painful it is painful it is this process, because you will have in your mind that feeling, like some, for those who read André Luiz books, I don't recall in which book, but we have read that some spirits, they say, "Oh, I was in the I was in the coffin with my body, and I feel the rats eating my body. I feel the worms, no,
The warmth.
the worms, the worms eating my body." Okay, why? Because this person is too attached to the material body, and they have the sensations. Okay, meanwhile, we can have here in the Spiritist magazine, I don't recall in which year, but we have a conversation with the spirit Sanson. Okay, let me. We have a question here. I tell the story in a bit. Lou VM says, "Does the spirit suffer if the body goes through cremation process?" Uh, Lou, uh, yes and no. Why is yes and no? Because how is your attachment to the body? If you are a spirit to attach it with the body, if you burn the body and the spirit wants to come to see the body, they will not see, of course the spirit is going to suffer. But if this is a conscious request, you are prepared, you understand that this is just a passage, this is just a temporary life. Your body now is like Stevan, is like is fat, no, brown hair, no, but perhaps in another word, I have like blonde hair, blue eyes, skinny. So it's it depends the mission. So if you are aware of this, if you want this, there is no suffering from the spirit.
Yeah. I think in this case, Steven, I have talked with many people about this as well, Lou, because in the beginning I asked the same question: how is the process for cremations and all the stuff? And for the many conversation that I have with people, I conclude that like it depends, and the books what they say to us is depend of many things. I believe like once that you are, imagine yourself, right? If I die now, and after this connection, I look and I see myself, my body, dead, and I have the conscious. Okay, my body is dead. I'm the spirit. I'm still alive, but my body is dead. And you look as my body as like a piece of cloth that I use, and now is not suiting me anymore. That is, it's gone. I will not feel because I disattached myself from this. But if I look at my body and think, oh my God, I'm there. I'm not here, I'm there. And I like try to look at myself, at my body, think that I'm there and not as a spirit, then I when the spirit suffer. That's the difference, because if you have the conscious that your body is a is like a cloth that suits you for a while that you use, but now is not sweet to you anymore. So you don't need that body anymore because your spirit is you. We are real. We are spirit. Our body is just like a cloth that we are using right now, right? Once that I see myself out of my body and I have the conscious that okay, the body is dead, I cannot back, you'll be totally fine because I have this like my conscious will be disconnected from the body. you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't say here. If very attached to the body, the soul can still experience what's happening to the body, the heat of fire or decay. Well, yes, 100% agree with you here, Don. Um, you need to be prepared, but the problem here is, oh, the cremation. But if you are too attached to the body, if you are buried in the normal process, you will feel the pain. Like we read in the Andrea Luiz books, you feed the rats, the worms, eating you, and you feel your body falling apart. So, in either way, will the spirit will suffer. You got my point? So we have discrimination, oh, because the fire, all these things. Well, and also you say here, Don, some religions prefer 72 hours before burial. Let's remind this. Not too far, we have uh, people being buried, and they used to put a line in their finger, and they used to put a bell 7 feet up, because if you wake, you can pull the line, the bell is gonna move, and people gonna take you out. We're talking about these. Does the bell ringers exactly, Bon? Exactly. You know, that's the reason why we have these the bell ringers. You know, so we need to see that doesn't matter the process. Doesn't matter the process. If you are attached to the material body, it's gonna be painful. Okay. Um, but let's see from the nature side. We don't see animals going to funerals. We don't see animals buying very expensive coffins, doing special things, to bury their relatives. They don't see it. At the same time, if you walk in a jungle, for example, you don't see all the time bones of animals who passed away, who died there. No, it's a process. It's a process. So I would say, if we are used to put it there, oh, you died, they died, put it there. Oh, no, there is no importance. I don't care about this body anymore. We probably will have like the animals. But because the human beings are too attached to the money, pleasures, and so on, we have created all this nonsense. Because like a funeral, I don't know, we're talking about here no less than $4,000 or $5,000 a funeral, and it's insane. It's insane. Charge all this money. Okay.
It's very expensive to die.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes the person thinks, oh, I will kill myself because don't want to leave my relatives in financial problems. If they die, they will have financial problems, because they need to pay the funeral, and this is gonna cost money.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So you are better life than death.
Hey,
The
stay alive. At least you're saving $5,000. But the point here, what we are saying here, uh, we are saying here about this case from the Sanson. Sanson, it was a member of Paris Spiritist Society. Okay, and he was with Kardec talking there, but he had a disease, and that's the reason he died. And they have agreed, okay, once you die, we're gonna invoke you shortly after. And Samson died 8 hours after his death, or the bot dies. Kardec and the other members invoke the spirit. And Samson, guess what? Came. And he came, and they were having a conversation like, what did you feel? And he said, nothing. Are you okay? And he said, I'm a little bit dizzy, but it's okay. I'm better now. I'm better now. And then Kardec asked, and your body? And he said, body? Oh, I had one. So he was not attached to the body. He not that he forgot about the body, but it's like I'm saying now. I Stevan here in the spirit talking here. Nothing changed. He was just a little bit dizzy, and this is more than understandable why he's dizzy. He was in one incarnated state, and then he was in a spiritual state, even though it's the same person. But like when you travel, like especially me, when or like if I go to California, so it's like 12 or 11 hours flight. Or if you go to Brazil from here, it's another 12 hours flight. I cannot say we arrive 100% unless you go in the first class, with a shower, in a Airbus A308, with champagne and everything. Then you can say when you arrive, oh, I'm okay. And by the way, it happens to me. I I went to Argentina, and I went through. My boss used to say chicken class, so it's our wonderful economy class. So I flew from here to Heathrow to Buenos Aires. So in total is more than 16 hours flight, something like this. And he flew from America, from I think he was based in Indianapolis, but he flew in first class. And next day we had a meeting right in the morning, so we arrived same time. Like I just arrived like 30 minutes after him. And when we met in the airport, and he said, "Oh, are you okay? I'm feeling comfortable. I can go there straight away to the meeting." I I always kill him. I said, "Hey, I'm 16 hours sitting on that plane." No, you came in the first class. Oh, and then he said, "Oh, I forgot you came in a flying you fly on a chicken class." I think it's the same. It's the same. It's the kind of same feeling. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let me see here. Um, So we talked this about the Samsung, which is very important. We needed to. I think the takeaways from these items here is material attachment and how you are connected with higher spheres, not even God, higher spheres. Why? Because when you die, of course, relatives, people who are close to you, they will come to see you, of course. And it's important to say, it is important to say uh, that the people who are still here in the physical, in the incarnated state, they can hold you to 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 free you from your body. Let's say, when someone is very sick, and out of blue, this person, oh, he's getting better, oh, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God. 2 hours, 3 hours, next day, oh, he died. Why? Because everybody was with much attention there, and saying, "Oh, don't go, don't go, don't go." So let's give you a kind of relief here, and let's work. Another example: when the medium Chico Xavier died, he died. He was in the hospital, and can you imagine, like most a big portion of the Brazil, and even though for the other places Chico Xavier was well known, he knew there, or everybody knew he was in the hospital. And everybody was, no, please don't go, stay, blah 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 blah. But in that day, we had uh, a soccer game for the World Cup, a final for the World Cup, and Brazil won the World Cup. So everybody was happy and forgot about him. What happened? He died that day.
Yeah, because imagine. I remember the image from the television, like in front of the hospital that uh, he was in the hospital, and the people was like thousand of people in front of the hospital, like in a like a square, doing a prayer to him to get better. But he was already 90 years, almost 90. I don't remember
Yeah,
how
I don't
old
know,
he
I don't
was,
recall.
but
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was.
but
I don't know if
more or
was
less there. Yeah.
almost 90, something like that. And he was already very sick. Imagine all these people in Brazil, especially in his city, thousands of people prayed that he get better because everybody wants him to 92. Thanks, Don.
No,
92
it's
years
not
old.
92. I don't think so because
No,
Brazil won the World Cup in 94,
no, it was
94,
2001.
and then the Brazil won the World Cup in 98. Let me check here.
It wasn't 2001 or 2004.
No.
I have to check. I don't remember, my head for numbers is terrible. But anyway, the thing was, imagine how many people was holding him, you know, and he want to go because I think he was already
Yeah,
want to
his age was 92, and he passed away in 2002.
2002, right? World Cup in 2002. Yeah. So when everybody get distracted because Brazil in that time win the World Cup, so they get distracted for a few minutes to celebrate the World Cup, the championship, and then finally I think the spirituality take this opportunity to finally take him, to complete the process of disincarnation for him, that he could like die in peace at least. Because what's happened sometimes is this: when you have someone that is very sick, that they are already, about to die, especially when always loved one that is quite old, that they are in the hospital, they are very very sick, as Stevan said. Our instinct is to hold these people here. Our instinct is to pray and ask God to let this person get better, like this person back to home, be safe. Because of course it's natural. We don't want to pray, okay, God, that take this person, because no, you don't ask it to the person to die. You ask it to the person to live in your prayers, of course. But this sometimes, instead of help, what's happened is we hold this person here, and we difficult more the process of disincarnation. There is many one case that I remember on the André Luiz book, that they did to do this. The family was in the hospital. I think it was a member, or I think it was a father that was sick, and he was in the hospital, and the whole family was there, and they were, I think the person, I think, was already spiritist or something like that. I don't remember exactly with details. But what the spirituality was, they couldn't finish the process of disincarnation, to the person, because the family didn't allow. The sons, the wife was crying there and asking, for him to get better, to him to stay, to don't leave. And then what they did, okay, let's do a healing him, let him get well, get a little bit better. Then the family will come down, and then we finish the process. And then it was exactly like that. Is what we call, in Portuguese we say, a melhora da morte. How do we translate that? Anyone help me how to translate this phrase? Because exactly when the person get better, then the family come down, you'll be a little bit of a peace, and then suddenly the person just pass away, in very quick, because it's less painful for them, for the person who is doing the transition this way, because then the spirituality can do the job, can help. Because in this case, when they say, when the is a natural death, when you pass away natural causes, usually we have a group of spirits helping the process, especially for those who are more attached, more people is helping. So we are, because the question, I think you have the book there, because they ask how, if you do it alone, or if you do have help to do this transition.
They have a help. Always we have a help.
And we always have help. It's really, really rare if you can do it yourself. You have to be very involved, very rather self-developed. But we have a help from the spiritual world. You have a team on the other side, doing the helping during the whole process. We are not alone. This is it's good.
Yes. And I think that's it, my friends. We finished not the chapter. We finished the topic. Yeah, the chapter. Next week we're gonna talk about plurality of existences. So good. Is everybody okay? Do you still have any questions? Let me know. Put Neide to work. She needs to answer some questions.
Which will get you more confused.
Yeah. Yes, and I already said here that Lantern Center closed its doors. So there is no date, no venue, nothing for us,
At the moment, we are homeless.
We are at the moment we are orphans.
Spirit Society of Ireland is, at the moment, is homeless. We look for a home.
Homeless. Yes, we are homeless. Yeah. Yeah, we are homeless.
So those who are in Dublin and know some place or have an idea, let us know.
Yes. Okay. So meanwhile, we are homeless, but we are still working. So
The job never ends,
Yeah,
never
you know
stops.
where we are, and as soon as we have news, we will let you know, guys. Okay? Nate, would you mind to do the final prayer?
Of course, no problem. Let's go. If you can, close your eyes, take a deep breath, raise your thoughts to the Master Jesus, to the good spirits on the other side, our mentor, and let's say thanks. Thanks for this moment. Thanks for these words, for the clarifying, and that God help us to keep studying, to keep grow as a spirit, as a human being, and that we can get to the end of this incarnation in a much better way that we started. That we all have a blessed week full of light, love, and good vibration. That we can meet here again. So, so be it. Amen.
Amen.
So, guys, thank you very much. I know that I came a little bit late. Some
Yeah,
technical troubles. I
yeah.
thought that I fixed it by computer, but it's clear that not. I have to do it again.
Thank you, Dom. Yeah, some centers said he went online. Only another door will open, Leah. Thank you. Yes, we will evaluate. Definitely, we need to see what we're gonna do in terms of the meetings. Perhaps I I think we will adopt the hybrid approach here. You know, but how it gonna work, we don't know, because room rent in Dublin city center it's very expensive, very expensive, and so we need to know uh, how it's gonna fit our pocket. You know, like what the size depends of the size of our pocket. So, but anyway, I am not worried with that. We are working it, and as you said, Leah, if it closed there, it's because they want to, and I'm sure the next one is about to come. I know. I'm pretty sure. It's in their time, not in our time.
Exactly. I think they are preparing a good thing for us in the future. So let's be patient and keep our eyes open for the signs.
Yeah, no, at the place we are paying a little bit cheaper than $800 per month, but it was cheaper for the location and everything, you know. And I don't know. So let's see here. But for 800 years per month here, you don't find nothing. Nothing. It's we're talking about here over a $1,200 per month over. So stay tuned, my friends. I'll see you next Tuesday. This Sunday it's Marina Stigo. You may know them. You may know her. Uh, and I will. She'll be here with us. Okay. Thank you, Linda. Have a blessed day, my dear. Okay.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
everyone.
guys. Thank you, Neide. Thank you. Bye bye.